Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may now be seated.
Stay tuned in today's show for an important interview with Mr. Crawford.
And also stay tuned for a PSA on mental health.
I'm Abby Norris.
And I'm Luke Miotto. Today's April 22nd, 2016, and West Ranch TV starts right now. In light of recent events that have happened on our campus, Mr. Crawford is here live in the studio to discuss a very important issue on our campus.
Thank you, Mr. Crawford. Thank you, Luke, and thank you, Mr. Crawford, for taking the time to sit down with me.
Thank you for allowing me to be here, Josie.
Okay, so some of us know what had happened yesterday, but how is campus, this isn't the first violent occurrence of the week, how is administration dealing with some of the tension on campus as well as the current problem at hand?
Well, to talk briefly real quick about the incident from yesterday, I want to thank those students that let us know about the incident and sent us video right away so we could handle this. This is not the time for retaliation. We are handling the situation as administration. We are dealing with the situation, investigating it, even involving local law enforcement. In regards to violence in general, violence that occurs tends to be random. It could be for a lot of different reasons that occur. But what we want to make sure that we're doing as administration and as students is that we're stepping in before a physical altercation happens. So when you're seeing an incident where you see some, maybe some tensions rise and the blood starts to boil a little bit, just go in and step in and say, hey, it's not cool. Hey, let's step away from the situation. Hey, don't bug that kid. That's not right. And that's what we want to empower our students to do before a situation gets physical. Step in, let everyone cool. And if you need help from an adult, see an adult right away.
In your opinion, has social media helped or hurt the problem?
Well, it's hurt the problem in that something that's a single event that occurs tends to be blown up and sent out over everywhere. And what involves a certain group of students now involves an entire campus. In one way, it's great that I hear that our students, were upset by the situation and want to take a stand against it, and I admire that. But we want to make sure that we get to the situation that occurred between those students and find out and solve that issue, and then the greater issue of making sure that our students, which we can talk about in a second, about how to empower our students to be involved for a positive way instead of adding fuel to the fire.
Lastly, we have many clubs here on campus like Safe School Ambassadors who work to kind of prevent violence or bullying, but events still like this still happen. So what are you doing to prevent this from becoming a problem in the future?
Well, Safe School Ambassadors is a nationwide organization, and we just started it here at West Ranch campus this year. And I'm excited for it to be here. Its sole mission is to make sure that West Ranch is the safest, best place that it can be. But one club can't do that. We need all of our students to be involved. And by that means not just being a bystander and watching something, egging something on, videotaping it just for your own gratification. Our students need to be able to be in there and just say, hey, this is not cool. Hey, leave that student alone. Hey, this is not worth getting in a fight over. Just little phrases like that, using your influence to step in and being a positive role model, being a positive way to get out of a situation, and then letting somebody know, letting a counselor know, letting a teacher know, hey, this is going on. Hey, we're worried about this escalating into a physical altercation, and we will be able to jump in and be able to help stop it. And I know and I believe in the students here at West Ranch. I know we can do the best we can to make West Ranch the best and safest place it can be campus for all of our students, no matter where they come from or what they're doing while they're here. It should be the safest place for every single one of our students.
Definitely. Again, thank you so much for sitting down with me.
Appreciate it.
That's all for me. Now let's take it back to the hosts.
Thank you, Mr. Crawford. We hope these words have encouraged students to remember to do the right thing in the future. Now, at the end of the semester, just around the corner, all NHS community service hours logs are due next Thursday and Friday during brunch only. Also, there will be an FDA meeting today at lunch in room 301. For anyone interested in speaking at graduation, the applications are due today by 3 p.m. in the main AP office. Today is also the last day for WAC donations. All proceeds go to the American Cancer Society Relay for Life. Classes who average $1 per student will receive treats.
Safe rides can make the difference between life and death. You can get a free and confidential ride home on Friday and Saturday nights from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m., and you just have to call 259-6330. The action of driving while drunk is a choice that you make, but for some, the pain of having a mental illness is not. Nelson has more.
Hey class, this is our new student. You can go ahead and have a seat right over there.
You know, I know how you feel. Moving is not a fun process. I know you miss your friends, and I do too, but you know what? We'll find new ones, and those guys will leave you alone, and everything will be a-okay, okay?
Thank you, Nelson, for such a moving look on an important topic. For anyone feeling like they need to talk to someone, make sure to see our West Ranch counselors or any student or teacher.
In today's sports news, JV and varsity baseball are taking on our rivals Hart. JV is playing at West Ranch, varsity at Hart. Meanwhile, JV boys lacrosse is playing Village Christian at West Ranch, and girls varsity lacrosse is facing off against Westlake at Westlake. Good luck to all our sports teams. In other sports news, our very own athlete, Adugo, is here to discuss one of her most recent accomplishments. Ruben is here in the sports set to learn more. Ruben?
Hey West Ranch, so I'm here with Adugo, one of West Ranch's top track and field athletes. Now yesterday she made a very big achievement in West Ranch history in her personal track career. So what record did you break yesterday?
I broke my own 300-meter hurdle record with a time of 46:25.
Awesome. Now what does this achievement mean for your career?
Well, this is like the first time I'm consistently getting under 47, so it means a lot in terms of getting a scholarship because it's a really good time.
Sweet. Now after breaking this record, what are your goals for track and field?
My personal goal is to get first place in league in my own individual events, and for the team, I want us to get a league title under our belts.
Awesome. Now that's it for me. Now let's take it back to the hosts.
That's it for today's show, Wildcats.
Have a great day.